Well, Elon Musk declared that we want a new political party and we shall have it. And so he's launching a new party called the America Party. But as we're about to explain, forming a successful third party is a steep uphill challenge. And history shows that they are doomed to fail. And Elon Musk himself, he could pour a fortune of his own wealth into it, and his chances of succeeding would still be only slightly better than if he had never been born.
It really seems to have been developed for two parties. Third parties have never worked.
Well, actually, there were more than two parties in play long ago. That's how Abraham Lincoln won with less than 40% of the vote. And there are some third-party wins in modern history, like Jesse Ventura, who won the Minnesota governor's race in 1998. But third-party wins in modern history are exceedingly rare, and third-party movements have repeatedly failed for a couple of reasons. First, they tend to get squeezed out no matter what they represent. Some, for example, focus on single issues and are not taken seriously.
Rent, it's too damn high.
And then others develop a lot of positions, and as they do that, their platforms inevitably tend to skew either to the right or to the left, and then wind up looking similar to Republicans or Democrats, and then get absorbed or largely left behind. Plus, some of the best-known third-party movements had another fundamental problem in their organization and their identity. They revolved around one particular person, like Teddy Roosevelt's Progressive Bull Moose Party and Ross Perot's Reform Party. They were top-down movements.
Everybody in Washington makes excuses. Nobody takes responsibility.
They revolved around that one national figure and then shrank after those figures lost. Well, now, besides Musk, others are currently trying to build a successful alternative to Republicans and Democrats. For example, 4 years ago, Andrew Yang co-founded the Forward Party with a strategy to try to avoid the pitfalls that have taken down other movements. So their goal is to build from the ground up, recruit candidates for local offices first, and stress moderation and compromise. But see, that's a slow build with no guarantees, especially now when social media algorithms reward outrage over compromise. How do you know that running down the middle won't just get you ignored?
Well, Craig, you've actually hit the problem on the head, which is if I was here saying extreme crazy things, it will play better on social media, I might get covered on cable news, and I'd excite 10 to 12% of folks on the extremes. But that's not where most Floridians actually are in real life. They're somewhere in the middle. And so they're looking up and saying, again, why does the system not reflect what I want to see? Now, the Forward Party might not play as well on cable news or social media. It's one reason why I value talking to a journalist like yourself who actually wants to call it like he sees it, because maybe you're not as driven to maximize your clicks on any given day.
Elon Musk, on the other hand, owns a social media giant that is all about maximizing clicks on any given day. His posts take strong positions and use strong language and therefore may not appeal to a lot of the moderates the Forward Party is trying to appeal to. And his spending a fortune helping elect Trump may not appeal to Trump's detractors, while his feud with Trump may not appeal to Trump's supporters. And since Musk's party would naturally be associated with Musk, that could leave it in a political no man's land where most of the third parties fizzle out. Now, as for Musk's social media poll and other surveys showing public interest in a third party, well, when you ask people if they want a third option, they'll tend to say yes until they see what it actually is or becomes. And even if they do like what emerges, they may still never vote for it because of the closed primary systems in Florida and a lot of the country. And after the two-party nominees win, many may think that they're just wasting their vote if they vote for someone else. And while they may want moderation or say they do, again, the algorithms that now drive much of the flow of information in this country and the world, they play up whatever stokes passion and anger and plays down the rest.
I'm a math guy, and right now all of the numbers are on the sides of the extremes within the parties. That's why the parties don't seem like they have it together.
And of course, that's currently driving interest in third-party movements from wealthy people who think they may help fund something better, from Elon Musk to John Morgan here in Florida.
I don't believe there's any compromise in our political system anymore, anywhere, on both sides.
But for all the complaints about both parties and calls for something new in the middle of the road, there's an old saying: for better or worse in American politics, there are only two things in the middle of the road: highway stripes and roadkill.